Hey guys, it's RX Manga here, and today we are being less manga and more comic books today. So I'm finally bringing you my comic collection. We're going to start off with the trades here and work our way over to the single issues. That's probably going to be broken up into a couple parts since they're all in different boxes there. But diving right into this thing, I always like to start with my two bookends, which I absolutely love. Some of the most expensive not book items I've bought, but absolutely worth the price. They are absolutely beautiful. I love them to death. And starting off with our trades, you're gonna notice I'm basically DC exclusive at this point. I am looking into branching out into other stuff, not Marvel. Don't like Marvel. I like the heroes in Marvel, but I don't like Marvel in general. So basically DC exclusive here. Started collecting at the New 52, so it's basically all New 52 and onward for the most part. So starting off, we got Animal Man from the New 52 volumes 1 through 5, Aquaman volumes 1 through 5 and hardcover volume 6, Batgirl from New 52 hardcover volume 1 and then 2 through 5, Batman 1 through 6. We got the deluxe edition of Batman The Dark Knight Saga and the collector's editions of the DK3 The Master Race volumes 1 through 8. There's actually going to be a 9th issue that I guess comes with a slipcase to hold all of it together. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. I love this spine art they have here, and it's going to wrap all the way around the box art, I'm told. So I'm excited for that. We have Batman Detective Comics 1 through 4, and then hardcover of volume 5, 6, and 7. Or hold on, volume 6 for some reason is a trade. So ignore that. We got Batman Eternal 1, 2, and 3. I loved this weekly series. It was great. We've got Batman Incorporated 1 and 2, Batman and Robin 1, Batman Superman volume 1, and then hardcovers of volume 2 and 3 and 4. Blackest Night, the collected edition, that was absolutely fantastic. A huge fan of Jeff Johns, huge fan of Green Lantern. Put them together and you got me hooked. We have Crisis on Infinite Earths, the collected trade paperback, hardcover of The Dark Knight, or just Dark Knight, a true Batman story. We got Batman Earth 1, Volume 2 hardcover, Superman Earth 1, Volume 1, and then hardcovers of 2 and 3. I'm going to hardcover out all of my Earth 1s. I'm just missing Batman Volume 1 and Superman Volume 1. We got Teen Titans Earth 1, 1 and 2, and Wonder Woman Earth 1, Volume 1. Then we have Earth 2, which I absolutely loved. Let's see if I can get rid of that glare. I loved Earth 2. It was one of my favorite series through the New 52. So we got 1 through 4 and hardcover of 5 and 6. And then Earth 2 World's End 1 and 2. Forever Evil, which is my favorite event from the New 52. Then we've got the New 52 Future's End Volume 1. I hated Future's End, but I have the whole thing, Volume 1, and then all the single issues. We have Grayson, Agent of Spiral. I actually liked Grayson. Nightwing as Grayson as a super spy. I thought it was pretty cool. We got my favorite series, Green Lantern, which I got to fill in some gaps here because we got Green Lantern Volume 1, 2, 5, and hardcover of 6. Then we got Green Lantern's New Guardians. Go Kyle Rayner. Love Kyle Rayner. We got volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the complete series. Well, not quite. It has volume 6, I believe. I just have the single issues for those. Then we've got Justice League 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hardcover volume 6. And then Justice League Trinity War. Then we have Justice League of America volume 1. Lobo volume 1. And hardcover of the Multiversity, which I wish they would have expanded on more, a lot more. Hopefully we will get more of that after Rebirth, but who knows with Rebirth resetting everything. We've got Red Lanterns Volume 1 and 2, Secret Origins Volume 1 and 2, Sinestro Volume 1 and 2, which I really enjoyed Sinestro, but it's weird how this Volume 1 spine art completely changes with volume 2. It's strange. And we got Superman volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and hardcover of volume 6, which for some reason isn't labeled volume 6. It's just The Men of Tomorrow. Then we have Superman Action Comics volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and a hardcover of 5. For some reason I'm missing 6. I just realized that. That's weird. I probably just misplaced it. And hardcover of volume 7. Superman Birthright, which I need to get the deluxe edition of that because that series was awesome. We got Superman Doomed hardcover. That was kind of trash, but I liked how it mixed into Convergence. Unfortunately, that was trash. We got Superman Krypton Returns. That was pretty lame. Superman Red Sun, absolutely fantastic. If you don't even like Superman, get Red Sun because it is amazing. Got Superman Unchained Volume 1 hardcover, or Volume 1 hardcover, just hardcover collected edition. This was actually, funny enough, this was my very first comic book I ever got. And then we got Superman Wonder Woman Volumes 1 hardcover of 2. And then Swamp Thing, also one of my favorite series out of New 52. That, Wonder Woman, and I guess basically anything Jeff Johns did with Green Lantern. But we got Swamp Things 1 through 6, fantastic series. Teen Titans Volume 1 and Wonder Woman 1 through 7. And then I have Attack on Titan Anthology over here just because it kind of fits a little bit better with those. So that was the trades and graphic novels. I will be right back once I get set up for the single issues. Alright, just to start, we just got a little bit of stuff over here. We got the label maker for all the organization of the single issues and 2 empty boxes that I'm using just as a basically coffee stand right now, but this is where more comics will go if I go back to single issues, but I'm mostly going with trades right now. We've got some that I haven't exactly filed away. We got DC Rebirth Holiday Special. We got Harley Quinn 29, Catwoman Election Night Special, Suicide Squad War Crimes. I think this is a duplicate. Yeah, these are duplicates. We Are Robin 9, Invader Zim. I don't know what issue that is, and I have some other duplicates down here of just some crap, basically. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set up for the single issues here, but we've got just some of my favorite covers up here from my single issues. Superman American Alien 7, Justice League 50, DC Rebirth, and Superman The Final Days of Superman issue 52. And so I guess I'll just dive into these guys. Be right back. So I tried this a couple different ways, but the only way this seems to gonna work is splitting it up by taking the boxes actually out and going through it like this. So I won't bore you by going through every single issue, so I'll just show you basic ones. So we've got all of the Rebirth single issues for all the characters: Adam, Killer Frost, Hal Jordan, Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. Should have all of them. Blue Beetle, all the Rebirth one-shots, all really great. I really like the fact that they did Rebirth issues for all of them. Then we have, I do them backwards, so we've got Aquaman Rebirth volume issue 1 through 16. These are all, everything I'm going to go over first is all Rebirth, and then I'll go over all my new 52 stuff afterwards. We've got Batgirl issue 1 through 7, Birds of Prey, or Batgirl and the Birds of Prey issue 1 through 6, All-Star Batman issue 1 through 6. We got Batman volume issue 1 through 16. Batman's been pretty meh, honestly, with Rebirth, but we'll see. I'm sure they'll pull it off. We've got Batman Beyond issue 14 through 4. Oh, right, no, this is the 14, 15, 16, and then Rebirth 1 through 4. We got Detective Comics 934 through 949. I love the fact that they went back to the original numbering. That's very nice. Got Blue Beetle issue 1 through 5. Let's see, DC Bombshells 14 through 22. I've got the rest of that in my other boxes. We've got Captain Atom, or The Fall and Rise of Captain Atom 1 and 2. We got Cave Carson and the Cybernetic Eye 1 through, which one is this? 4. Let's see, we got the Coming of the Supermen 1 through 6. This was absolute garbage. I was so disappointed with this series. I guess it's retro, but my god, was this just fucking stupid. We've got Cyborg 1 through 9. I like Cyborg. I wouldn't say it's incredible, but it's good. I enjoy it. We got Deadman, Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love 1 and 2. Those were interesting. I wish they would do more with Deadman, but for me, they never seem to hit it quite right. We've got Death of Hawkman 1 through 5. This is pretty decent. I like Hawkman. I like the fact that they make him savage when they actually do. We've got Deathstroke 19, the Annual 20, and then Deathstroke Rebirth 1 through 11. Got Dr. Fate. Forgot to take the tag off that one, but we got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And we've got Doom Patrol, issue 1 through 4. I like the fact that they're doing different series now with like the, what's it called, the Young Animal line or something like that. So that's pretty interesting. So that's box 1 of the Rebirth stuff. I'll be back with box 2. Alright, back with box 2. We've got Earth 2 Society, issues 14, 15, Annual, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I went through individual ones because I love Earth 2 and I really like the covers for these. They're very nice. We've got Flash, issue 1 through 15. This has been an absolutely incredible series out of Rebirth. We've got Gotham Academy Annual 1 and then Gotham Academy Second Semester 1 through 5. I liked Gotham Academy at first, but Second Semester, it's basically Scooby-Doo in the DC world, so it's interesting. I can see why some people might like it, but I've kind of grown out of it at this point. We've got Green Arrow 1 through 16. I hate Green Arrow. I don't know why, but Rebirth has been really good to him. They've made him interesting. They've actually made me care about him. We've got Green Lanterns, issue 1 through 16. I'm a sucker for Green Lantern, and even with Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, I'm really digging Green Lanterns. I hope they get out of this learning curve thing fairly soon, but I dig it. So we've got Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps 1 through 13. I absolutely love this. They basically took all the other titles they had in the New 52, New Guardians, Red Lantern, Green Lantern Corps, Green Lanterns, and Sinestro, and basically all put them into one, which is absolutely fantastic. And I love the Green Lantern universe. So we've got Harley Quinn, issue 1 through 13. Harley Quinn's interesting. I like the way they're doing it with her in her own series, especially over here when we get back to her with the Joker. That's interesting stuff. We've got Constantine 13 and then Hellblazer 1 through 6. I've never been a fan of Constantine, but he's interesting enough, but I do think I'm not going to follow up with him too much. We've got Invader Zim. Which one is this? This is 10 through 16. I've got the rest in the New 52 file. So I always enjoyed Invader Zim, and I think the comic is doing plenty fine. Doing good. We've got Justice League 1 through 14. Justice League has been really sloppy lately. It's all over the place. The storylines aren't very interesting. It's a little too wild for me. I hope they get some cohesion going soon. We've got Justice League versus Suicide Squad 1 through 6. We've got Legends of Tomorrow 1 through 6. These are big, thick old books. They're not even comics, they're books. They're just like tiny trades, basically. We've got The Legend of Wonder Woman 7, 8, and 9. The rest are in the New 52. We've got Lucifer. Which one is this? 3 through 14. Lucifer's been interesting. I like the fact that they're expanding outside into more of like the Sandman kind of stuff outside the DC universe, but I guess technically part of it. Midnighter and Apollo 1 through 5. I need to get the last one because I really did enjoy this little mini series. I really liked Midnighter when they introduced him in Grayson and then gave him his own series. I really enjoyed Midnighter. I think he's pretty fucking funny. We've got Mother Panic 1 and 2. Another Young Animal series. Not terribly interested. But that is box 2, and moving on. Alright, box number 3. We have Nightwing 1 through 14. Really digging Nightwing. Always liked Nightwing. Glad they brought him back. I enjoyed the Super Spy series, but I'm glad they eventually went back to, of course, Nightwing, as you should. We've got Raven 1 through 5. I've always dug Raven. She's got interesting backstory with her powers and everything. I think they could have done better with this, a little less teenage angst. But it was interesting enough. I'm going to pick up the last one just to have it. We've got the Wonder Woman and the Odyssey of the Amazons. I wasn't terribly interested in this. Volume 1 was alright, but I don't know if I'll get the rest. Maybe in trade, I guess. We've got Red Hood and Arsenal 12, 13, and then Red Hood and the Outlaws 1 through 6. Red Hood I like mostly because he's part of the Bat family, but this has been pretty meh. It's enjoyable enough, but I just mostly dig Bizarro. He's hilarious. I love Bizarro. We've got Scooby Apocalypse 1 through 9. I mostly got this because Scooby-Doo is, of course, part of like most of our childhood. This version of it didn't piss me off as much as I thought it would. The basically Japanese style Scooby and his little eye thing is interesting, but I don't know. They're stretching it with these changes. We've got Shade the Changing Girl, or Changing or Changeling? Changing Girl 1 through 5. Another Young Animals things. I mostly got those for my fiance because she loves the guy that started the Young Animals thing. But they're somewhat enjoyable. We've got New Suicide Squad 21, 22, and then Suicide Squad Rebirth 1 through 10. Suicide Squad's always fun. We got Suicide Squad Most Wanted, El Diablo and Boomerang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These Most Wanted ones are pretty hit or miss. Honestly, I really like the first one, Deadshot and Katana. But this one was meh. I hate Boomerang, so I think that's what really killed it for me. We've got Supergirl Volume Issues 1 through 5. Supergirl has been interesting enough with her, but I feel like they could do more with her, and she's really influenced by the TV show, which I do not like. But I think she fits better in the comics than on the TV show. It just feels like a woman's show. Let's see, we got Superman issue 1 through 16. I love Superman, and I love the fact that Multiplicity kind of dived into multiversity and whatnot, so I was happy to see that. Superman's been great in the Rebirth era. We've got New Superman 1 through 7. I was really on the fence with New Superman. But he's kind of grown on me. He's become less obnoxious. But it's interesting enough. I don't know if I'd recommend it unless you're like a hardcore Superman fan. We've got Superman Action Comics. Which one is that? 957. to 972. This one's been, Action Comics has been very enjoyable so far, but I think it's still behind Superman. I wish they did a bit more with this. I mean, they kind of do in the later issues, but I wish I'd just see more of like this redeemed Lex Luthor. But I know they're leading it up to him going evil again. And of course, back to the original number is fantastic. We've got Superwoman issues 1 through 6. This has been pretty good, but it's been up and down and here and there, and I don't really know if they knew what they were going to go with it with volume 1, issue 1, but I like Superwoman. I thought it was a cool idea. A little convoluted, but good enough. I enjoy it. I love the super family. We've got Teen Titans 22 and 23, and then Teen Titans 1 through 4. I love this new team of Teen Titans. I love seeing Damian Wayne run the show and how the other characters kind of react with him. Although I will say that Damian so far has been like the crux of this story. Like the first one is basically just about the Teen Titans trying to fight against his legacy, his family legacy. So it's good though. I enjoy it. We've got Titans 1 through 7. Titans is fantastic. Like this is the reason they did Rebirth was for a series like this. It's freaking awesome. I love it. We've got Trinity 1 through 5. I wish Trinity was better than it is. Like, I was super hyped for this series, but the dynamic between them is great, but the stories so far are just weird and wonky. Speaking of another series I wish was better, we got Wonder Woman 1 through 15. I love the idea of alternating every issue. I think that's a really cool idea. But it's going to make the trades funny, because the trade, I guess, is going to come out with like Truth First, which is going to be like 1, 3, 5, like that, and then year 1 is going to be like 2, 4, 6, 8, all that stuff. So trades are going to be weird, but I don't like the fact that they're just retconning everything that happened in one of my favorite series of the New 52. The art has been fantastic, though. I'll give it that. It's been very, very good. So that's Wonder Woman. They're kind of ruining what I loved about her in the New 52. So that is box number 3. All right, box number 4, and moving into the New 52 stuff, we got Aquaman 41 through 52. Aquaman in the New 52 was very enjoyable. It's what made me like Aquaman, was the New 52. And we've got Batgirl 41 through 52. Basically, a lot of these are going to be like the closeouts of the New 52 in single issues. We've got Batman 35. Oh, I love these because of Endgame. We've got 35, 36, 37, 30, or annual, 38, 39, and 40 for Endgame. Very enjoyable arc there. Oh, I forgot I have the director's cut of Endgame 1. Then we have 41 through 52. Thank God we got rid of Jim Gordon Batman. I'm sorry, Jim, but it was totally lame. And Bloom was interesting enough, but I feel like we'll probably never see him again unless somebody wants to revive him. We've got Batman and Robin Eternal, which was absolutely fantastic. 1 through 26. I loved this series. It was amazing, and I loved it all the way through. Diving into the way the Bat family all works together and all the different Robins was really, really enjoyable. We've got Batman Beyond 1 through 13, and then you saw I have the rest in the Rebirth box. But Batman Beyond was interesting enough, but they're trying to reestablish him as like new and classic. It's weird. I hope we get back to good old Batman Beyond like it was in the show. This was actually a really interesting series, him donning the suit from Batman Jim Gordon. Like, that was actually really cool. I really enjoyed that little continuity there. We've got Batman Detective Comics 41 through 52, and this basically just died when Jim Gordon took over. Like, I'm sorry, but when Jim Gordon took over, Batman Detective Comics just died for me. We've got Batman Europa. Oh, is that 2? Oh, I should have 1. I don't know where 1 went. I have 1. It's somewhere. Is it over here? Nah. I got 1 somewhere, but Batman Europa was a very interesting little mini-series. It was enjoyable for the most part. The story wasn't too deep, but the art was awesome. And, like, these covers are freaking cool as hell. We've got Batman Superman 21 through 32. This one kind of went all over the place when it ended. It started tying into other stuff, and then had its own little mini stuff going on. And this was like a throwback, and it was just basically tied in with everything, and it got really weak. We've got Cyborg 1, his first appearance with his solo series in the New 52 through 12. Like I said, I like Cyborg. He's interesting. I like what they do with him sometimes, but sometimes they drop it. We've got the rest of Bombshells here, 1 through 13, and then Doomed 1 through 6. Doomed was stupid. It was just stupid. So that is box number 4. Right, we got box number 5, and we are getting there, guys. We're making it. So we got Earth 1 Society 1 through 13, and you saw I had the rest in the Rebirth boxes. Again, I love Earth 2. I enjoy the hell out of it. We've got the Flash 41 through 52. I enjoyed the Flash in the New 52 and Rebirth. We've got Gotham Academy, the Robin War tie-in, just because I was getting all the Robin War stuff. We've got Grayson 5 through the third annual, so through 20, and then the third annual. We've got Green Lantern 41 through 52. I enjoyed the Renegade arc more than most, but it was enjoyable enough. It was an interesting look at a different Hal Jordan. We've got the Lost Army 1 through 6, and then Edge of Oblivion 1 through 6. I enjoyed this little arc, but I feel like they could have done way more with it. I feel like they wanted to do way more with it too. We've got Invader Zim. This should be issue 1 through, I believe, 9. Yep, we got 9. This box is not working with me. We've got Justice League, the whole Darkseid War, volume 41, issue 41 through 52. I really enjoyed the way they ended Darkseid War. Or the Darkseid War all in general. And I've got the one-shot tie-ins, which I enjoyed pretty much all of them. These were all very enjoyable. We've got Justice League of America 1 through 10. Huge disappointment. It's basically dead at this point. Like, this JLA was just absolutely atrocious. I really hated the art too, because the way they drew Wonder Woman. Where's Wonder Woman? The way they drew Wonder Woman in here. Look at that. She looks like a man. It's just disgusting. Everything about this was just terrible. We've got Lucifer. I believe this is 1 and 2. I guess just 1 and 2, and then I have the rest in the Rebirth box. We got Martian Manhunter 1 through 12. This was supposed to be good and didn't deliver. That was a bummer, because I like Martian Manhunter, and I feel like you could do so much with him. But it didn't work for me. We've got Midnighter. For some reason, I'm misplacing 2 again. Or 1 again. Sorry about that. I dropped the camera, and then my phone died at the same time. So, like I was saying, we got Midnighter 2, which I have 1 somewhere, but I can't find it. 2 through 12. Like I said, I like Midnighter. We've got the Omega Men 1... Oh, there's Midnighter 1, so that's in the wrong spot. 1 through 12. I wanted to like the Omega Men, but I really have to admit, I only read it because they said Kyle Rayner was in here, and the White Lantern. They didn't do anything with him. I did not like the Omega Men at all. We've got Poison Ivy, Cycle of Life and Death, 1 through 6. It was interesting enough. It tied in with Swamp Thing, I guess, because they admitted that she taps into the green, which I really liked. So it was enjoyable enough as a little mini series. So that's box number 5. Box number 6, and we're getting there. So this is a messed up divider, but we got Robin, Son of Batman, issues 1 through 13. This was nice getting his own little series. I feel like it could have been a little better, but it was still very, very good, very enjoyable. We've got the end of Sinestro, issue 12 through 23. Again, I loved Sinestro. We got Star Wars. Oh, what's that doing in there? What is that? For some reason, that's divided up. Funny, but we've got... I'm misplacing the divider there. We've got Star Wars, Obi-Wan and Anakin, issue 1, and then I kind of forgot about the series and never picked up any more. We got Suicide Squad Most Wanted, 1 through 6 of Deadshot and Katana. I enjoyed this little mini-series of them. Yeah, that's what happened there. We've got Superman Lois Lane, issue 1. That was a one-shot, and then 37 through 51, and then I have 52 up on top of Superman. Superman in the new 52 was just a flop. They did a lot of interesting stuff with him, but it just overall it just was not good. I did not enjoy it. It was very unfortunate. We've got Action Comics 41 through 52. Again, just was not good. The early stuff was just terrible, and the late stuff just tied in too much with the rest that if you're reading one, you had to read them all. It was unfortunate. Superman American Alien 1 through 7. I have 7 up top because it's one of my favorite covers. And this series was really good. Like, I loved the way they handled Superman in this series. And I wish they would have handled him a little better for the actual Superman. We've got Lois and Clark 1 through 8. I enjoyed the hell out of this series. I wanted more, but I'm glad they basically incorporated it into the main DC universe with Rebirth, or I should say it was already part of the main DC universe, but they carried it on. They basically just incorporated it into the main Superman book. We've got Superman Wonder Woman 13 through 29. Again, the late issues tied in too much with the rest, but Superman Wonder Woman was enjoyable as hell. What is up with this? Oh, annual. Yeah, I really enjoyed Superman Wonder Woman. I liked it when they were dating. I really enjoyed it. I've liked that idea for a long time. We've got the end of Swamp Thing, or no, this is the 2016 run, 1 through 6. This was old school, and I hated it. It was terrible, it was boring, and it was stupid. We've got Teen Titans. That's weird. Oh, right, because I have the trade. 8 through 21, the annual, and then the rest in the Rebirth stuff. Telos 1 through 6. This was interesting because of incorporating Parallax and whatnot, but Telos was just not a very good character. We've got Titans Hunt 1 through 8. I loved it because it led into Titans. This was a very good... This is what Rebirth wants to do, and this is doing it right. And then we have We Are Robin 1 through 12. Very interesting idea. I don't think it was executed well. I think this series really took the idea and soul of what Marvel does, and I hate it for the same reason I hate Marvel for doing stuff like this. Interesting idea and just executed poorly, and the art honestly wasn't very good in my opinion, and overall I was very disappointed with the series because that was very interesting to see other people take up the mantle of Robin on their own, and it just didn't go anywhere. The Joker's gang was actually pretty cool though. But yeah, that's box number 6, and moving on, 2 more, guys. We got this. Alright, so these last 2 boxes are weird, and you'll see why in a minute. So we got Wonder Woman 35 through 52. Actually, I forgot to mention, I like the fact that they ended the new 52 with issues 52. That was pretty cool, actually. And again, Wonder Woman, I loved it. I thought it was great, and I hate that they're retconning it all out, basically. We've got the rest of the Legend of Wonder Woman 1 through 6, and now we get kind of into events. We've got Divergence from Free Comic Book Day, and then Convergence 1 through 8, another series that should have been great and wasn't. We've got basically all of the Convergence tie-ins. These were interesting because, like, Superman was good for reasons because it actually tied into stuff. But the rest were interesting throwbacks. I think that's one of the alternate covers. But it was interesting for what it did. Another alternate cover for Hawkman. Like throwbacks and stuff. And some of the stuff like Green Lantern Parallax was really cool. But a lot of these were just misses for me. It's probably just like my taste, but a lot of these were misses for me. We've got another alternate cover. Another alternate cover. Let's see. We got any other alternate covers in here? Yeah, alternate cover there for Aquaman. I think that's it. And then we have Future's End, issues 18 through 48. Again, a series I had high hopes for and really wanted to do good and really wanted to succeed, but among plot holes and contrivances and just a whole bunch of BS, it flopped for me at the end. But I did give it an honest shot all the way through. We've got the Future's End tie-ins, which, not gonna lie, mostly got these for the holographic covers, but some of these were cool, like Swamp Thing was cool. Supergirl, we got Superman, Sinestro was pretty cool, Red Lantern was pretty cool, New Guardians was pretty decent, Green Lantern Corps. Again, I'm biased towards Green Lantern, so don't take my word on any of these. Future's End as a whole is totally skippable and just overall a big old flop. We've got Star Trek Green Lantern 1 through 6. This was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Again, biased towards Green Lantern, so maybe that, but I don't like Star Trek, but this was a lot better than I thought it would be, so I enjoyed that. We've got the whole Godhead event with Godhead 1, and then a Green Lantern, Red Lanterns. I put these all together for some reason, but they're all with the Act 2, Part 3, and everything all the way up until Green Lantern Annual that finishes it, all that stuff. We've got the Multiversity single issues of 1 and 2. JLA Gods and Monsters 1 through... Why is that 3? Oh, I see. I think I have... Are these the one-shots? Oh yeah, no, these are the one-shots. That was my bad. These are the one-shots, and then the actual series 1, 2, and 3. I enjoyed Gods and Monsters quite a lot. It was a very interesting take. And I like these kind of Elseworld kind of stories, so it was very cool, and the animated series was pretty decent too. We got Prez 1 through 6. I decided to give something different a shot, and I pretty much regretted it. Yeah, so that was my weird box number 7. That's kind of events and then the end of the New 52 comics, and then events and tie-ins and all sorts of weird stuff in here. So it's going to be kind of the same thing. Box number, what is that, 8? Yeah, box number 8, and the last box. So let's get it done, guys. Alright guys, and last box is a little tiny box. Just I realize now that this is just kind of a thrown together box of just stuff I haven't filed. So we've got the Playboy Lobo 1 through 13. Interesting premise. I like the designs and the art for the series, but again, another flop. I love the fact that they tied in Lobo with the Green Lanterns, but again, I'm pretty sure that's my biases coming out. So yeah, overall it was a pretty big flop, trying to reboot Lobo. We've got JLU up to 16. Forgettable series, not good. Swamp Thing, the last of it, issues the annual 3 and then issues 35 through 40. I want to get the trade for this as well because, again, I love Swamp Thing. It ended kind of on a pitter, honestly, with Season's End, but I still enjoyed the hell out of Swamp Thing overall. We've got the end of Green Lantern New Guardians. I'm missing a couple that are with my friend in California. I lent him to him before, but we've got 38 through 40, so I'm just missing a couple of those. And then we've got all my variant covers. Basically, all my variant covers are the Green Lantern covers for reasons I've already explained. I love Green Lantern, so we've got the Green Lantern cover for Justice League 44, JLA 4, Batman 44, Superman 44, Wonder Woman 44, Batman Superman 24, Superman Wonder Woman 21, Green Lantern 44, Cyborg 3, Aquaman 44, Flash 44, Grayson 12, Sinestro 15, Teen Titans 12, and the Bombshell cover for Superman 43, and one of the two, I still need to get the second one, of alternate covers for Robin War. And then speaking of Robin War, we've got the regular 1 and 2. Disappointing little series right there. So that's basically everything, guys. That's all my comics, all DC. Boxes 1 through 8. Little series I have up there. And then all my trades. I can't wait to do another one of these and expand it a lot more. I need you. Oh yeah, I needed that. So I can't wait to do more of this when I've expanded the collection a lot more. I'm getting those Rebirth Deluxe editions, the 2-in-1s that are going to look awesome. I'm picking up some other series other than Rebirth. I've been introduced to some other cool series outside of DC that I'm interested in and going to be buying into. So yeah, I can't wait to update this thing in probably a year, honestly. But I hope you all enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment down below what some of your favorite things are happening in Rebirth. I'd love to talk to you guys about it, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.